Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. So I just decided to pop on real quick with a general reading. Whatever comes out, comes out. Don't really have a focus necessarily, except that it's going to be a love reading because it's mostly what the channel's about. So angel spirits and guides, for everyone who's tuned into this reading, what guidance do you have for them regarding their specific person or their love life, whatever the case may be? Yeah, let's focus on your specific person. Usually people come to the reading because they have someone on their mind they're interested in or dealing with. So let's get a card that will represent the viewer. For whoever needs to hear this message, Spirit, go ahead and tune into their energy. For whoever this is, let me get a card representing them. I got the Chariot. Oh, we got two cards representing you. Got the Chariot and the Page of Pentacles, which could be a water sign, specifically Cancer, or have it strong in your chart, and or Earth sign. Getting feminine energy, of course, and the majority who watch are feminine. Yeah, some of you could be charging forth, trying to get your stuff together, regarding self-improvement, or even Pentacles energy, homework and money, because we got the Page of Pentacles here. He did want to come out in reverse. So some of you getting into trouble, dealing with a kid that's getting into trouble. It's like troublemaker energy here. Maybe somebody's having some difficulty with work or school. If so, the message from Spirit is basically lighten up on the self-interest, lighten up on the force, be a little bit more balanced. You get further when you're less forceful, okay? And we see the Chariot energy is very forceful, headstrong, driven. And he's got this look on his face like, what am I rushing myself into? And we do have the Eight of Wands at the back of the deck, which is another faster moving energy. So maybe somebody is trying to travel to or rush towards some sort of communication or new beginning or love offer or some sort of a solid offer here. Maybe you are in a whirlwind romance with that Eight of Wands at the back of the deck. Maybe you have had communication or are really like impatient to experience communication of a passionate nature with somebody or to progress a connection forward fast or faster. Could be getting some good news as well, or you're really just desperate to get some good news, which remember, desperation emits the energy of lack, which actually pushes away our desires, so you don't want to be in that energy. Really just feeling like Spirit's wanting you to continue on your journey. Some of you might be thinking about buying a car, and if so, be careful. Look at the small print. Check out the Blue Book's value online to make sure that you're not being taken, that they're charging you a good price, because they might not be. But yeah, we see that just basically taking action too quickly without enough consideration for others and enough patience to sort of consider how this is going to affect yourself, like in a practical sense. That can lead to trouble, is basically what this is saying. So either this is something that you're experiencing or could be experiencing in the future. So that needs to come out. So that's why I'm saying it. Okay. So who is the viewer's person of interest, the one that they came to the reading for? For whoever was drawn to this reading, got the Fool in reverse. So we're dealing with an Aquarius, somebody with fixed energy maybe, and they are in reverse. That's what the Fool looks like in the upright. So basically when the Fool comes out in reverse, it's somebody that is a fool, basically. So that card isn't supposed to mean fool. It's supposed to mean like court gesture, back in days when it was first made. But it's basically fool in the contemporary sense when it's in reverse. So careless, apathetic, somebody being careless with you. Careless in their life in general. Having apathy, maybe acting like they don't care. Being unprepared or even absent from your life. So instead of taking that leap of faith forward towards you, maybe for a new beginning or just at all, they are in reverse in a foolish energy. So maybe this is why you feel like you have to take the reins of the situation and force something to happen. But there's a lot of room for error if you take that tactic, because this person is they don't have their feet on solid ground. It could be, I don't know. Let's get another card. Who is this person that the viewer is dealing with or watching for? For whoever's watching, clarify the... Okay, we've got Scorpio energy and we've got the Sun. So it's somebody that you've undergone an ending with, more than likely. This is somebody that is trying to make themselves happier, trying to like, you know, sow or plow the earth to plant new seeds. They're doing it in kind of a foolish way with the Sun and the Fool in reverse, because the Sun, it's a very positive card, so it does show like this person being focused on, you know, like the material happiness in general, creating positive outcomes for themselves, right? Maybe for this connection too, we'll see. But it also talks about, you know, maybe they're putting an end to their foolish behavior. And trying to bring some happiness and some love and some clarity into the situation. When I talked about, you know, news coming in, of potentially good news, it could be that, you know, it's an end to no contact and that good news is coming in, but there is some sort of clarity on this person's end. And I feel like it's clarity about what they need to do to be happy. And maybe that, you know, what they're doing, you know, they're just trying to be happy, but they are being a little bit sloppy about it or careless about it. So we can see if something is ending in regard to that. Hearing that somebody is no longer fighting with anybody about the situation or in general. Like moving on. They're moving on from something. Something they didn't care very much about anymore, or, and again, if it's no contact, it looks like the end of no contact for some. What is the dynamic between the viewer and this person? Got the Knight of Swords, so rushing in, headstrong, something to say. We've got the Four of Cups. Maybe an unrequited love situation, or someone, again, being apathetic, not showing how they feel. And then we've got the Page of Cups. So now seeing the value in that cup of love that was being offered or is being offered, before just being very headstrong with that Knight of Swords energy. Some of you could have been dealing with like a fast-talking person, or just a very headstrong person, thinks they're always right even when they're not. Could be a younger person or younger energy, or you could. Just wanting to say these things that apply. But I feel like that's what's happening. Like that's what's happened. Some foolish behavior, just not thinking about the consequences of one's action. Maybe just being too much of a good time Charlie, or in some cases, depending on who's watching, being just overly serious. But this person was going through, for those that resonate with that last thing, being overly serious, going through a transformation. Now they're coming out of that to be more of a happy person. So no longer mean mugging, but instead like, hey, I'm meant to be happy, with this fish popping up. So their intuition is talking to them. Their emotions are talking to them, and they're recognizing that now. You better recognize, they're recognizing that now. They're recognizing how they feel, and they're recognizing the value of a love offer or affection that was shown to them. So it's probably that you showed that to them. Look at the past, present, and future between the viewer and their person of interest. That Judgment in the past position. What's the present between these guys? For everyone who's tuned in, present energy. So we've got this Hanged Man energy. We've got Judgment as well. So less Plutonic or Scorpionic energy. The Hangman is Neptune, so that's Piscean. We've got fire here. We've got the Knight of Cups, which I believe that's more Scorpio. Scorpio and Libra, more cups here. So let's get a future energy. We've got 2 2s. So we've got a date and then a stalemate, or the other way around. We got the Lovers at the back of the deck too. So a choice that needs to be made in love. I feel like there's a choice to be made. Like there is a choice to choose this connection. In the past, it looks like somebody saw the writing on the walls, and that's what I was just saying. Like this person, whoever this is, seeing their arms crossed, not accepting this love offer from the universe, this potential, this emotional new beginning, maybe being content with other cups, or not even content really, just taking things for granted. Choosing their head over their heart, more than likely, and now seeing like how they really feel and seeing things differently. Seeing the writing on the wall, looks like the universe has stepped in with the Judgment energy to sort of reveal things, give clarity. We saw clarity. So this is clarity, Sun is clarity. This person's gotten clarity and about to find a decision, a wake-up call in their life's purpose. And it looks like it's been an ongoing thing for a while, probably because the Hangman is like a slow-moving energy. But again, the surprise persists with the expression on his face, like whether this person technically meditated or not during a period of stagnation, the reason that they came to a decision, or even just to recognize that they needed to make a decision, to recognize that there was something to the situation that was more than meets the eye, and to see things differently and to evaluate it differently, to see it from a new perspective. All of that has taken time. And now they're like looking to their future. It looks like they have put in effort. Maybe behind the scenes, maybe you don't know it, but there's effort that's been put in. And now it's like they're testing the waters. They're looking out to see, you know, what's out there. Because they're wanting to move forward. They're wanting a higher level of commitment. They're wanting to see some of their efforts pay off. They put in this effort. They've like weighed the pros and cons of the situation, you, themselves. They've really given it thought. And now they, you know, to me, something they've learned has gotten them on their feet. You know, off of the tree, on their feet. You know, looking to, you know, make a team with somebody. Looking to expand. Maybe to travel. But in terms of love, to make a decision. It's like the decision's been made. And they want to have a passionate, emotional new beginning, and to offer a cup of love here with this Knight of Cups energy. So it's about romance, wanting to show up as Prince or Princess Charming. Some of you are already experiencing this because I talked about a whirlwind romance at the beginning. This could be a newer person for some of you. Either way, it's what we're seeing. This is what's in the cards. This Knight of Cups is a very romantic character. So Prince, you know, or Princess Charming. So it's a romantic proposal of some kind. So it could be an artistic person as well. And then we had this, yeah, it could be somebody from your past. Or be wary, because if you're with somebody new, maybe the decision's going to be on you. That somebody from your past is going to come back. That's usually when they come back. It's when you take your focus off of them. Then the energy shifts. The resistance is removed, and they're able to then come in. So maybe some of you, this is resonating more for you. Take it if it resonates. We often mirror the people that we're asking about because everybody's you pushed out, Neville Goddard. So the messages can be for both you and your person. But some of you have really taken an assessment of yourselves and the situation and thought about it, and maybe have thought about moving forward. And as soon as you do that, we've got this Eight of Cups in reverse, this person from the past coming back. And I do still, either way, whatever you resonate with, this is about learning lessons, learning from the past, and moving forward. But in terms of moving forward, it means coming back, okay? So that's what it's basically meaning. Someone returning home, someone coming back. Maybe somebody that left, traveled away, is returning to their hometown, or just returning to a connection. So if this person was on the fence about you, or you was on the fence about this person, we see you coming back. For the masculines out there, the very odd few, the very rare few who watch, you're extending your cup of love to a person. And even if they wandered away, that cup of love will be well received, right? They'll come back. So, and then we see in the future, the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. We've got the Lovers in the back of the deck. That's a trip. So the Two of Cups is very positive, right? And it does show that the passion and the desire is still there. This person is probably going to want to proposition you. I'm just drawn to that snake on the card and see how she's like surprised, right? What is a snake a metaphor for? And then we've got the lion with the red wings. Passion, vitality, and courage. This person's going to offer you a cup of love, but they're also going to offer you their passion. And you might just shoot them down and be like, I ain't having that. I'm not trying to repeat the same mistakes of the past. You need to prove to me you're my soulmate, that you want the same things that I want, that you know, that this is going to work this time, right? Put your money where your mouth is. Let your actions match your words. Is this going to be a deep love, a partnership? Are we going to be stronger together or not? So I feel like that's probably you with that Two of Swords. And again, some of you could have more than one option at the time that this person comes around. So it is a time to compromise and make a decision. Well, one more card for the outcome, please, Spirit. Oh, Hierophant is poking up. What are you doing here, mister? He wasn't, I didn't draw him. He just got flipped over at some point. So somebody could be a strong Taurus energy as well. And Hierophant is about, well, basically, yeah, like more of the same. Kind of like a vote for someone from the past. Or more of the same, for better or worse, regarding this person you're asking about. We've got the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. So we're seeing, you know, very happy outcome. People being generous. There's still some conflicted energy here with the Seven of Wands. Maybe there are people going to be jealous or other obstacles trying to get in the way of the connection. But ultimately, with the Ten of Cups, it's hard to deny. It's very positive, Ten of Cups, right? Each cup represents emotion. We've got a rainbow that shows happiness. We've got 10. So 10 happy cups here, showing, you know, family, contentment, love, and support. But it doesn't come without its challenges, right? So it's like if you can hang in there, not lose your head, and continue to enforce your boundaries, make this person work for it a little bit, especially if they, you know, were pretty lazy about that in the past, or if they're being that way now. It's like, protect yourself, and protect yourself against competition. Some of you could be manifesting competition for this person, and others of you, you know, you've manifested competition in terms of you're seeing somebody else, and then you meet, you know, another person, and then there's competition for that other person or this person from the past. So we see some sort of like friction here, but can be overcome with the Six of Cups, or I'm sorry, the Six of Pentacles. So giving and receiving help and generosity here. And then we've got the Five of Cups at the back of the deck. So it's like there is still an opportunity to rectify the situation, to heal it, to fix it. Negative thinking will not serve you. Focusing on the past, previous third-party situations, or just like disappointment from the past is not going to serve you. There needs to be a sense of forgiveness. There needs to be you maintaining yourself on a pedestal, because he is up here, and you know, these people are, or these people, these ladybugs, these bugs are beneath him, like underneath. This is you guys. This is who you need to be, and you need to work to maintain that status, because you know, especially if this person disappointed you, this is how you keep them honest. And I'm not gonna lie, it will feel like a tightrope. See, I was walking the tightrope. We got the Fool as well, which is a tightrope kind of energy. But I think you're going into it, you know, eyes wide open, knowing your history and knowing how you feel about this person. And as a result of that, like, you're gonna be careful about, you know, protecting yourself, protecting your heart, enforcing your boundaries, while at the same time seeing where this can go. Like, you're really going to weigh this out carefully, and you're going to compromise when it's necessary. And if that's not sounding like you, that's how you need to be if you want this, okay? But it does require you listening to both logic and your heart. See a big, huge heart on his chest? It's interesting that would come out on a Swords card, because, you know, Swords is about the mind, and it's usually not our favorite suit to come out in a love reading. But it's saying that, okay? So it's saying to use both your mind and your heart. But I do see that decision being made in the future. I feel like that's going to be your decision at that point. I feel like this person, if they've left, you know, they've already made the decision to come back. Or if this is someone new, they've already made the decision to pursue commitment or something more, take this next level with you. The beautiful Ten of Cups here as well in the outcome. But, yeah, and that Two of Cups as well. But I think that you're going to want this person to prove that they are into you more, you know, for more than just passion or anything that, you know, happened in the past. That if there were any third parties or anything, that's over and done with. If this person ever breadcrumbed you, you want to make sure that this person is walking that line and not going to do it again. And so you're going to make sure that their actions match their words and everything. So we're going to get you some advice. What's the advice from Spirit, please, for those that this reading is for? But the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Magician. So, in the Wheel of Fortune, he's got such a mean face here on this card, which is unlike some of the other cards, and these little characters with their different looks on their faces. It's just kind of cute. I feel like, depending on who's watching, you know, you're either chill about this reading and what you're hearing or the situation, or you're kind of like happy, or you're scared, or you're like confused. By the way, it's a good sign that a reading isn't for you if it's got you totally confused. And check out a playlist link down below for a different reading. But others of you, just take the messages that resonate. Forget the ones that don't. If it doesn't apply, let it fly and just use what you can. But we're seeing, I'm really drawn to this Magician, and he did want to come out in reverse. So what's the advice? Some of you have scattered energy. Like you're attracting by default. Okay, so we all create our realities through our vibration, you know, our thoughts and feelings, that is, through our imagination, what we're picturing in our mind, the inner conversations that we have. So if we're like arguing with this person or just with life in general, saying how bad it is, that's what you're getting more of. So stop mismanaging your manifestation, okay? That's basically what it's saying. Contain your energy. Don't waste your resources. You're very powerful. We all are. We all manifest. Don't do it by default. Do it with a purpose, because you're not fulfilling your potential if you're in this Magician in reverse energy. If you're wearing a mad face, let's say, if you're in any other energy except for chill and happy, you're doing it wrong when it comes to thinking about the situation or whatever it is you're feeling and thinking. So with this, we are seeing, you know, a turn for better. You do that, the Wheel of Fortune is here. Good fortune, you know, turning point. It's a risk. It's a, you know, it's going to take some luck, a little bit of luck, but we create our luck through what we believe. If we believe we can have what we want, this Ten of Cups, that Two of Cups, that Sun energy, this happy energy, then that's what we can have. But it is a tightrope, so you really have to watch your mental diet. Make sure that you are paying attention to what you're thinking, and that you are staying in alignment with what's true to you. And what's true to you is what's true to everybody, which is we are meant to feel this way all the time. We're made in the likeness of the creative source, whatever you want to call it. And the creative source you know, is love. I mean, I think pretty much from whatever angle you want to look at it, whatever source you consult regarding it, by and large, that is the most powerful force. So be in alignment with your powerful forces to turn things around so that you're not getting a repeat of the same old in a bad way, but you want a perpetuation of the good things about the relationship, and what you focus on, you create more of. The back of the deck, we've got the Four of Wands, so this is what the potential is. Some of you consider this person your twin flame soulmate, but regardless of the label, is saying that there's a homecoming occurring. You're on track to a celebration, family, friends, reunions, happy times together, maybe moving in together, some sort of up-leveling in a connection. If you don't even know this person, you're just watching because you're curious, you're still, you know, this is what you want. This is your desire, with it being wands, as wands are about passion, our desires, our passions. You want this, and you can have it, but you need to watch your thoughts and feelings and make sure that you're vibing in the right way and allowing things to happen and being more in these kind of happy and passive energies instead of overly defensive. You know, you want to stand up for yourself, but you know, the 3D is just it's an illusion basically, and it all starts from within us. We create a reality, so create something nicer and better for yourself. I'm going to get you a card, of a manifestation card to help you out, and we'll get you an affirmation, and that's going to be your guys' reading. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below, so we can get more clear information on your particular situation. So with that being said, Spirit, for the viewer that this reading is for, the viewers that this reading is for, what guidance do you have for them on how to manifest what they really want, or just general advice regarding any questions about this reading, like advice on this reading, please? We've got daily habits, self-care, morning, evening success routines, make healthy choices, cumulative effects, subliminals, okay? So directing you to just do those little things, like the day-to-day stuff, right? Wheel of Fortune, day-to-day, you know? It's like a clock. It just starts off in midnight and then goes all through the day and then back at night again, and just keeps repeating. So this is where your true power lies. Some of you aren't taking good enough care of yourself. It all starts with you, so get your sleep. Set up some success routines. You can start small. Write affirmations, listen to affirmations, say affirmations. Let me get you your affirmation right now, but determine a success routine that works for you, feels good to you. If it feels good, you know what's right, and then consistently persist in that. So make mentally healthy choices for your body too. This all adds up over time. And the subliminals are fantastic. I think that everybody should be listening to the ones, you know, you can find from a trusted source. And there's a ton of them. Like Vortex Success is a channel that has subliminals. 30-Minute Mindset has subliminals. These are things I've used myself and seen verifiable, real-world results from. So I suggest and recommend those. And now let's get you an affirmation. One of my past readings, I think it was like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks. It had a part 2 to it, and I don't remember the name of that. I'm going to get that for you guys. But anyways, I did link a bunch of Neville Goddard videos for anybody that's interested in some of the things that I talk about, because I believe in empowering people in a real sense, and the only real sense that there basically is. So, but let me get you your affirmation here. Second. Was it, which one was it? And you guys, I haven't been on here as much because obviously I'm going to invest what energy I do have in the things that pay off more for me energetically and, you know, otherwise. My energy is finite, so that's why as I'm looking at my list of videos, I can see that it's been a while since I actually uploaded a reading before this one. But yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Persuasion for Marriage. In part 2, Persuasion for Marriage, Manifesting. Yeah, that's the one. If I remember, I'll link it. But that's where the playlist for the Neville Goddard videos are. And also you can start off with the movie The Secret. I feel like that is a good jumping off point for people who are brand new to this, or just need a reminder, because, you know, reminders are good. Some of this stuff is pretty complex for people, especially the ones that don't know about it. So listening to something or watching something more than once is usually necessary to fully start, just to even begin to start to grasp. But it'll resonate with you if you're honest. So if you're honest with yourself, it'll resonate with you and it'll help you. So what is the message or the affirmation that the viewer can say to help their situation with their person? What is an affirmation that the viewer can say to have a happy outcome here? Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. Yeah. So no worrying, guys. I did mention not to worry, that being in a negative energy, it is, or just overly defensive. There's a difference between, you know, having healthy boundaries and being overly defensive. In whatever way that you might be being negative vibrationally, aka mentally and emotionally, Spirit is saying, you know, not to be that way. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. Okay? So no more mismanaging your manifestation. And yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it was helpful. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out your June love outcome readings on my other channel, Soulmate Tarot-scopes, if you haven't already. The link for that channel is in my community tab, I think it is. Yeah. Click on my community tab on my channel. You can find the link for Soulmate Tarot-scopes channel and watch your love outcome readings for that, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks to my patrons and those who continue to get personal readings from me and support the channel by liking and subscribing. And I'll talk to you guys next time.